Commander's log, stardate 555.87. Fieri is overdue because they have run-in with Klingons. Or maybe I did not listen to message. I don't remember. Have to do with... where are my potatoes? Cowabunga, welcome to Bastard Quest.
What?
I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
Austin.
Yeah, we're playing Star Trek. That's why I wanted to open with a good surf word.
Trekkin'.
Trekkin', as they say. But we are playing Star Trek. We've been playing it for a few sessions now. And if this is your first episode of our podcast, we recommend going back a couple of sessions and things will make more sense. So the USS Fieri is in hot pursuit of a Klingon Cavort-class bird of prey, which is absconded with their security officer. Corey, who are you playing this week?
Cham, I guess.
Todd?
Jerry the Vulcan.
Austin?
Well, my normal character is captured, so I'll probably be playing whoever's pertinent to a scene. Kyle?
Cool. The scene we're going to open with is 3 red shirts in a bathtub. No.
Oh, well.
All right, I'm going to need to stand up for this.
Rub-a-dub-dub.
No.
Things get really weird, and Austin steps into the scene as Gene Roddenberry.
Oh, no. Much like Harvey Weinstein, Austin enters the scene in a bathrobe and a script.
What was it? Is it Seagal who had the actress come to his trailer to read for a part?
I mean, probably.
So many gross Seagal stories. Like, where do you start?
Yeah.
My personal favorite is I believe this was when he was on Saturday Night Live, and he said to one of the cast members, "I just read the greatest script I've ever read." And they were like, "Oh yeah? What? Who wrote it?" And he was like, "I did."
Well,
So the Fieri is pursuing the Klingon ship. Both are at warp. And I've consulted with Star Trek fans. I guess we did this wrong last time. Apparently, ships that are at warp can catch up to each other and shoot at each other.
don't ask them anything.
Yeah. but they can't maneuver.
Can we not just have fun?
No.
Okay.
At the beginning, the first paragraph of the book, it said, "This is serious business."
Okay, I'll do it, yeah.
Corey, all these narratives have to be convention approved.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to send a draft of this every week to...
LeVar Burton.
Yeah. Star
He's
Trek
the lore master.
Does Star Trek have a lore master? Because I know Star Wars does.
Yeah, he lives in Poughkeepsie in a basement
Actually, it's Andrew Tate.
on a Commodore. No, I was thinking some dude with a Commodore 64 who just plans out the narrative every year.
I'd much rather it be that dude than Andrew Tate.
Yes.
Right?
So the Fieri is catching up to this Klingon ship, which you believe is headed towards the Gibson system, which is an relatively unexplored system on the way to Narendra Station.
Here we go. That was me playing the ship.
Well, what?
Cham and Jerry are on the bridge, of course. So what is your goal here? What is Cham's goal here, Corey?
So first things first, Cham is going to contact the medical department where I assume they have Zadar's corpse.
Sure. You hear medical bam!
Hey there, Emerald. How's it going?
Captain Cham bam!
You need anything? Need me to read you a screenplay or anything?
No, you called me, sir.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hey, you got that Vulcan down there, the Zadar, right?
There's like a wide shot of Emerald, of course, just standing there talking to his communicator, but then there's the body of the Vulcan, and nearby is a full kitchen. Yes, I got it, Captain.
Oh, well, tell him I said hi. But anyway, have you done your exam on his body yet?
I was just about to start, and you can hear a tea kettle going off in the background.
Okay, well, let me know what you find out. Because we got a saying in our country, once a maniac cop, always a maniac cop.
Bam! Emerald out.
I hope the three people who are
Zadar deep cut.
Zadar fans really appreciate that.
I appreciated it.
Thank
very
you,
much.
fellers.
And the medical examiner, who I guess is fixing a snack.
It's Emerald, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys do have Emerald's stats as a supporting character, so you can roll his medical to investigate deceased Vulcan.
Let's do it.
So it'd be what? Medical and maybe reason or intuition or something like that?
I would say medical and insight.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, that's a target number of 12.
Okay, so Vulcans and Romulans are pretty similar, but there's probably some genetic drift. So I'm going to say obstacle 1, difficulty 1.
Okay. That's a 2 and a 2.
Nice.
That's
Wow.
2 crits.
Wow, so 3 momentum off that.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, so you can spend those immediately to answer any questions that would be potentially answered by Ensign Emerald's autopsy.
Well, we as players know that Romulans are involved now, but we
Sure.
as crew members, other than Austin's character, do not know.
Well, he's instantly going to identify it as a Romulan.
Okay.
He's going to do a basic DNA scan and be able to tell this is not a Vulcan.
I would imagine surely
Yeah.
that would come up without us spending a momentum.
Correct. So
Okay.
if you have any additional questions that would reasonably be answered by a medical autopsy of...
Can you tell what his hopes and dreams were? No, we're not.
I think he just wanted to live a little while longer.
to not die.
That's my hope and dreams at all times.
All right, Captain Cham. Bam. It's Emerald.
Hey, what up there, Rhymy?
This guy, not a Vulcan. He's a Romulan.
Oh, that's crazy. How did we not catch that?
Ah, the sound of epiphany.
Yeah, how did Cham not catch that?
Well, Romulans and Vulcans they evolved from the same species, I'm pretty sure.
That is what my 3-minute read on the Star Trek Wikipedia page said.
Yeah.
Well, apparently this guy wanted to pass as a Vulcan, but he is, in fact, a Romulan. So now, if you'll excuse me, Captain Cham, I'm going to have to pick a different seasoning mix to go with this because I had originally grabbed the Cajun spices for the Vulcan corpse, but now it looks like we're going to have to go with the Greek.
So are we legit eating the bodies?
That's not what I meant to imply, but apparently that's going on now.
Well, good job there, Ensign Emerald. You're the best doctor I ever did see.
Emerald out. Bam.
Oh, Jerry. Things are even crazier than ever. That wasn't even a Vulcan, now it's a Romulan. It's like the gremlin of space. Don't get him wet. He ain't gonna eat after midnight though. No worry of that.
Yeah, Captain, I can't tell you how relieved I am to know that was, in fact, not a Vulcan, but a Romulan impersonator.
Yeah, they're the dick Vulcans.
Although this raises many, many other questions.
Now, real quick, this is the second time that Ensign Emerald has been used. In an adventure, so you guys you can give him a single value. You can increase one of his attributes by 1, which that can only be chosen once for a supporting character. You can increase a discipline by 1. Again, that can only be done once. You can give him an additional focus, or you can give him a talent.
Okay, we're going to raise Emerald's medicine discipline up to a 5, which is high as it can go, I believe. So he's the best doctor on the ship now.
Cool.
Can we raise his rank to private or something? No, this is naval. What's above ensign?
Lieutenant.
Okay.
I would say.
Or lieutenant in some countries. That don't make sense.
Yes. Well, we have English listeners, so it's fine.
Yeah, sorry.
I think
Continuing the tradition of shitting on the English.
God damn it.
I think in Starfleet it's Captain, Commander, Lieutenant, Ensign.
Okay.
Yeah, you could make him a lieutenant. You're the captain. Cham can do whatever he wants.
I'll raise you. Neil. And that
Kneel
night,
before
I,
Cham.
Taps his tricorder on his.
oh
on his
no,
shoulder.
no, he knights him with a chicken wing. This is the Fieri, son. We do things right.
Okay, so you guys have 3 momentum. Do you want to get anything else from the body that Lieutenant Emerald could possibly deduce from the autopsy?
That is not food.
I mean, I guess we get his lungs in case somebody needs them.
I mean, you can take his organs, I guess. I meant like
I'm a smoker, so
if you wanted to
that's what I think
answer,
about.
if you wanted to try to resolve any questions that you might have regarding the current adventure.
Oh, I see.
Didn't he have like a tablet or something with him the first time we encountered him? Well, either that or any of his equipment. Like, could y'all see if there's anything on there that might indicate where the enemy ship is headed?
Yeah, because he had that tablet in the dive when we first encountered him, and he was definitely known to be sending communications from that tablet, or I assume that tablet.
That's a fair assumption to make.
Okay. We want to spend a momentum to see if we can track that?
Yes.
Sure.
See what he's talking about? Can we see what messages he was sending?
So we'll say that Lieutenant Emerald, given his mastery of the biological arts, is able to mimic the guy's life signs on the tablet, which has, of course, a palm unlock. And he's able to get the messages he was sending between the bird of prey and this ship, of course, clandestinely.
They don't have a clue, LOL.
So the gist Emerald gets and conveys to command crew is that this guy was transported to the Dallas during its attack when the Klingon ship, which is, of course, run by Romulans, attacked it. It's not clear why, but that's when he was embedded and then transferred to the Fieri. Apparently, there was indications he was going to try to knock the Fieri out of warp so the Klingon could pounce. As to why the Romulans are doing this, it's not like, first let us discuss our master plan.
Right. Do we know what the Dallas's mission was, what its designation is?
It's a Starfleet vessel. It's not a Galaxy class, or it wasn't a Galaxy class.
Right. Is it like a science vessel? It's not a war vessel or anything?
No, it was it was a science ship. It was heading to Narendra Station, basically for the same reason the Fieri is.
Okay.
The Shackleton Expanse is a big area of interest for Starfleet, and they want to expand there and explore.
Yeah, must be oil.
There's some oil fields, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But on the bridge, Ensign Schreffler, the Ferengi, Captain, the Klingon ship's core signature's fading. They are dropping out of warp.
Okay, let's park next to them. We gotta get these back.
It gets more and more warped every time.
Warped.
So, you're still in deep space. You're well short of the Gibson system.
Okay.
So you're going to drop out of warp speed as well, reduce speed?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're not going to let them get away for sure.
Right.
But we also are not going to leave Dash behind at this point.
So both ships come out of warp. The Fieri is closing on the Klingon ship, and Schreffler says, Captain, their cloaking field is charging up.
Okay, number one, raise shields and then call them.
Okay.
So hailing frequencies open to the...
The Klingon ship opens a hailing frequency. It cloaks, and it's the same Klingon commander, or it appears to be, that you spoke with previously, Strider. Kavla! That was a Klingon word for good morning.
And Nelly alien to you. In my language for my country.
What do you want, stinking human?
We want the Ishbak, our dude. And we want to know what you've been doing, because this Vulcan we got over here, which is one of your dudes, that ain't no Vulcan.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think you
think you got the wrong number.
I think you're being a deceitful dog.
Do you want to try to throw him off his game with Cham's overwhelming confidence?
Yes. Would this be presence in command?
That sounds good.
Okay. Yeah, it's a target number 15. What's my difficulty?
1.
Well, it's a 17 and 12, so 1 success.
You're gonna line. Oh crap! You can tell he's looking off camera, essentially, to somebody. Sorry, man. I'm just an actor. Then he's like shoved out of the way, and there's a Romulan officer. Well, it appears our ruse has been revealed.
Yeah, I gotta say, as ruses go, that spirit of Halloween costume that you had that Romulan wearing was Yeah, well, let's say I've seen better costuming in Robert Zadar movies.
We are virtually identical, your people and mine, Vulcan. But I knew a captain of Cham's caliber, once he came on the scene, would likely determine the truth of this.
We're quickly going to have to get on the Zadar's subreddit and start promoting the podcast.
We're running out of movies.
Zadar heads are going to love it. Or Zadar chins, I should say.
Well, Captain Cham, it appears we are at an impasse. I do not believe my ship with its depleted fuel reserves can outrun you, but I have your beloved security officer.
Yes, you must send over the ish very quickly. He's basically a cop.
Yes, he keeps saying you can't do this to me. I'm a cop.
Yeah.
He's not the friendliest guy on the galaxy, but he's ours, and we like him. You might even say he's beliked.
I'll tell you what. You send over that, and we'll send you back to your full Vulcan.
Oh, we do not need him.
Oh, okay.
There is an asteroid base we developed in the Gibson system. We will proceed there. You remain here, and we will deposit your officer there with sufficient air and supplies until you can recover him.
No, you must pay for what you did. You attacked a Federation starship. That's verboten.
Off mic, Jerry says, Captain, I think it would be highly illogical to trust these bastards.
Yeah, I don't trust them as far as I can lick them. Oh, that said things out loud again.
I mean, not only did they attack a Federation starship and destroy it, but they really messed up Casual Friday.
Yeah, I didn't put this lay on for nothing. All right.
So, are you going to take his deal?
Absolutely not. I mean, they're not getting away with attacking a Federation ship. And we know there is a Federation starship and Klingon bird of prey coming to meet us as well.
That is true.
Yeah.
The Romulans don't know that.
What's your name, Romulin?
I'm Captain Tossbore.
Well, this conversation boring the heck out of me. I tell you.
Then I suppose there's nothing more to say.
I would like to be your body, but apparently that ain't gonna happen. Here's the deal. You send back over Dish immediately, and then you surrender your ship to the Fieri, which is this ship.
Well, you drive a hard bargain, Captain Cham. Your reputation precedes you.
Ah, yeah.
We'll be happy to teleport Lieutenant Commander Dash, as you say, as soon as you're ready.
Okay, we'll take him.
Captain, I think if they're going to go through with this, we might want to remain on high alert. We need to have some phasers pointed at that teleport bay because it might not be Dash they're sending over.
Okay, get the security team down to the teleport bay and the medical team in case he got hurted.
So the Romulan says, very well, Captain Cham. Prepare to receive your comrade.
Okay, thank you.
Who's in the teleport room?
The security team and said medical, so I'm assuming Emerald is there.
Yeah, so Emerald, I believe the security detachment is 6 crew members.
Okay. So there's the golden swirly glow on the teleport bay. The operator on the Fieri says, someone's coming through. And then Dash Kratos appears. And just at that moment, with the Fieri's shields down, which would have been required for it to receive anyone via teleportation, the Romulans open fire. So the Romulan ship, well, the Klingon ship that the Romulans have subverted to their own uses, it rolled a 7, so that's 1 momentum if it hits, difficulty 2. And it is a talented crew, so they're rolling 13 is their target number. And I'm going to go ahead and give them some extra dice. 9, a 4, and a 15, just barely missed being a crit. 3 successes with what the ship assisted them with, and they are using the disruptor cannons, which is an energy weapon that does 11d vicious damage.
Jesus.
11 challenge dice. So we're going to use that extra momentum for additional damage, so we're going to roll 12 dice. And you know what? I've got this extra thread over here. I'm just going to put another one of those in there. Look, I just want you guys to get the full Star Trek experience. That includes taking damage to your ship.
I just came for the holodeck.
So it's 12 base damage, but it has 6 effects, which is vicious, which is extra damage. So it's a total of 18 damage.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm a big fan. Remember, your shields are down, which is the great thing. What is the Fieri's resistance?
Resistance on the Fieri is 7.
So it's going to be down to 11. So my understanding from the rules is, unlike player characters, ships don't really have hit points. Now, they do have shield points and stuff, which can be depleted. Your shields are down right now, so that's not really relevant. Basically, depending on your scale, you can take multiple breaches before you are damaged, disabled, or destroyed. So when any starship suffers damage, of course you roll the damage die to see how much the raw number is. If you have any resistance dice, which I don't think you have in this instance, you would add that to your total static. And if there's any damage remaining after that, you lose points of shields for each point remaining. Now, your shields are down, so that means you are automatically going to suffer breaches to the system.
Okay.
Now, what is the Fieri scale?
6.
6. Okay. So that means you could suffer up to 3 breaches before it was damaged.
Okay.
And then if you suffered more than 3 breaches, then it would be disabled. If you suffered 6 breaches, it would go from disabled to destroyed, which is 7 or more.
Okay.
And that's for each section of the ship or the ship as a whole?
That's the ship as a whole. But it's an interesting point because specific sections of the ship, like weapons or communication, can take damage, which we'll roll for next. So if the ship suffers 5 or more damage from a single attack or hazard, after reduction for resistance, the ship suffers a breach. If the ship is reduced to 0 shields by that attack, it suffers a breach. If the ship had 0 shields before the attack or hazard inflicts 1 or more damage, the ship suffers a breach. So in this case, it's going to because you suffered 5 or more damage, so you're going to suffer 2 breaches.
Okay.
So the ship is not damaged yet. So the ship is damaged. Systems may be damaged, but it does not have the damaged state.
Okay.
As far as the rules are concerned. So you're going to take 2 breaches, and we'll see where those are going to hit.
Hopefully not the pulled pork department.
So, Austin, I don't think you've rolled much, so you can roll 2 d20s.
Okay.
And we'll see where these hit.
All right.
That way,
Austin?
if it's... Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's a 19 and a 1.
So 1 is communications,
Okay.
and 19 is weapons.
Doesn't really get much better than that, does it?
Okay, so in this case, the communication damage is called impact. When the communication system suffers 1 or more breaches, it disrupts those functions temporarily. Until the communications officer performs the restore minor action, the communication system cannot be used to perform or assist any tasks. So you can't talk to nobody until basically the communication officer restores function.
Okay.
Weapons. Weapons are disrupted temporarily until the tactical officer performs the restore minor action. The ship cannot make any attacks, nor can it attempt any other tasks which it involve or would be assisted by the ship's weapon systems. The Fieri is hammered by disruptor beam shots from the Klingon bird of prey. Panels fly open, sparks fly out. Everyone in the transporter room that was there to get Dash is knocked off their feet.
Several people in pneumatic catapults go flying.
Yeah. The short little guy, Ensign Treffler, is catapulted over his display.
Oh, somebody catch him.
Herc Oarsman catches him.
That's a dude right there. That's
Strong and gentle arms.
That's a real gentleman.
All right, somebody get the shields up.
Yeah, push that button over there, somebody.
So, this is a conflict. The Romulan ship took the first turn, and it is now your turn.
Okay, shields are fucking up.
That can just happen. You don't have to spend an action to do that.
Okay.
So, in a conflict, either the GM or the PCs go first. In this case, it was the Romulans. But each active character gets to take a turn. So, which of you is going to act?
So, first of all, Kyle, the communications branch is damaged. Is that only affecting ship-to-ship communication, or can we also not keep in touch with each other over our communicators?
Oh, it's definitely ship to ship. Like,
Okay.
yeah, your communicators are basically,
Yeah, it didn't fuck up the Wi-Fi.
No.
It's all good. Hey, Dash, hurry up. If you're in the transporter room, just transport to the bridge. I'm going to need you to shoot things. Shields up. Evasive action. Treffler, Get a Band-Aid.
Yes, Captain. Is the weapon system damaged?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to head over there and help the technical officer get it fixed.
So which of you is acting first? Cham, Jerry, or Dash? And remember, the Romulans may have additional actions on their turn.
Well, Cham's doing all the ordering, shields up, evasive action, all that.
Raising the shields, that can be done as a minor action.
Okay.
What else does he want to make happen, Captain?
Well, first things first, Cham is going to use one of his talents, Spirit of Discovery. I can spend 1 determination to add 3 points to the group momentum pool. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Now, does that count as an action, or is that just something that happens?
It doesn't say it counts as an action, so.
Okay, yeah, then I'm just going to assume it does things, but...
So there's an action that captains can take called Direct, where I can assist a crew member to accomplish a task.
Yeah, you order them to do something, and you assist them. And I'm assuming the ship could also assist if it was using the ship systems and stuff.
Hey, Jerry, turn the gun back on.
I'll get right on that, Captain.
Yeah, I'll assist you with my captainness. So what all do we need to do to get, like, weapons, communications? Like, how does that work in this game?
You guys have taken damage, but you're not damaged, so you only need to restore, which is also a minor action. So, I mean, I would let Cham just, like, order the tactical officer, who we have not fully fleshed out.
Hey, Benjamin.
Right, to do that. Now, here's the caveat with minor actions. The first minor action on a character's turn is free. The second one costs a momentum.
Okay, we've got 5. I'll spend a momentum to get weapons and communications back online.
Okay, yeah. So spend 2. Shields up, weapons and communication back online, 2 momentum, and that's done.
Okay.
But, I mean, you got to give us a little scene about how Cham is being a good captain.
Hey, shields up, Benjamin. Hey, glip, glip. Turn the weapon on.
Glip glop. Glip glop, boop block, captain, boop block.
Straffler, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and turn the phone back on.
Schreffler climbs back over his console and hits a button, and then his exhausted little fella just tuckers out.
Hey, crew. Good job.
Captain, if you don't mind my saying so, the Schreffler, it's darling when he's sleeping. He just looks like a little angel.
He curls up on your belly like a kitten. He make a biscuit.
So you still have a main task action you can take, which could be,
Fire.
So I assume, like, firing weapons and things like those are, like, real actions, right?
Yeah, basically.
Like, from the captain's standpoint, is that, like, just ordering somebody to fire and do things?
Yeah, I would let you use your main action to order that. Well, actually, you could use the direct action, basically just to order that done, and then you can assist using your command skill.
Okay, so shields up, evasive action, fire weapons, fix communicator, have a good time,
Sure.
hug a loved one,
Profit.
cha-ching.
I think we talked about this during ship creation and forgot. So the Fieri should have the crew should be talented, which means they have a default attribute of 10 and a discipline of 3, just for generic tasks when it's not using a supporting character or like any specific named character. So if you want to order Tactical Officer Glip Glop to fire back, you can use direct, you assist, the ship will assist, and then you roll Glip Glops using basically 13 or under.
Okay, then we're hitting that sucker with the phaser arrays.
Okay, that's a difficulty 2. Of course, the assist is, just 1 die.
I assume that'd be my presence and command.
Yep.
All right, target number 15 for Cham. It's a 16.
Nice. And the ship can assist.
Sorry, I was thinking about something else.
Smiggle pop, Captain.
And ship would be weapons in command?
The ship would be weapons and security, I believe.
Okay, target 12. That's a 9.
Okay, so that's an extra success if Glip Glop can hit it, and his difficulty is 13.
Okay. Cham's advisor talent allows him to re-roll a d20 anytime Cham uses the command discipline. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
That's a 3 and a 13, so got it.
And that's crit, too,
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
because his discipline is 3.
Okay, can I put that into extra damage there?
You can. So you got what? One extra success?
Yeah.
One momentum?
2 extra successes.
Oh,
if that
yes.
was a crit.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, that's
correct.
true. Now, you're using the phasers, right? Which is damage what?
8.
Okay, so you could spend those 2 momentum to bump that to 10.
Okay.
You could also spend the other momentum as well. As many or as few of them as you'd like to add to damage.
Might as well. So that's a total of 11 d6 here. So right back at you, butthead. Was the communicator up? Did he hear that sick burn? So that's a total of 6 damage with 3 effects. The effects on Phaser Array is Versatile 2, which means it hurts you physically and emotionally.
Oh, versatile means that the attack gains X points of bonus momentum if successful. So you would gain. So if you have versatile 2, so for each effect you'd get 2 momentum, I guess.
Oh, fucking
Wow.
A.
What the fuck?
So that's,
6 momentum.
yeah.
Okay, so the phasers sweep out, hammer the Romulan ship, and her Corpsman. Romulan ship hit, Captain. Shields depleted 10%. Basically, most of your damage got eaten by their resistance, which is 5, but you did deplete their shields by 1.
Okay.
So they are attempting to cloak. They needed 2 successes, which they got with their ship's engineering plus security, but they did roll a 20. So that's going to be a complication. So do you guys have any idea for complications on the part of the Romulan ship?
It explodes.
Interesting.
They try to cloak, but they're even more visible all of a sudden. Oh no, we turned on double opaque.
I don't know. I mean, it's going to be cloaked. You can't circumvent the success of their roll. But, I mean, how could it be complicated? How could it be complicated negatively for the Romulans?
Do the other ships show up?
Sure.
I accept that.
So it cloaks, and you have no idea where it goes, but then a Klingon battle cruiser and a Federation starship drop out of warp. Both of them hail Fieri.
Man, it's good to see you guys. Man, that guy was shooting at us. And check this out. They're Romulans. They're not even Klingons, so you're in the clear, my Klingon body.
You see the Klingon captain. Yes! Captain Cham, is everything all right? We're registering some minor damage across the Fieri.
Yeah, things got bumped up over here, but we fixed a lot of stuff. But here's the thing. Them Romulans done gone off and cloaked. So I think the plan here is we just start shooting blindly into space and hope we hit them, right?
Well, I think, unfortunately, Captain Cham, space is quite large.
Oh, yeah. So what do you guys think we should do?
Well, Captain, we appreciate you consulting us, but we're NPCs.
Oh, yeah. Can we still communicate with the Klingons cloaked? Can we hail them?
I think so. I don't remember, but I think
Pretty sure in one of the movies they can still talk.
I think in A Strange New Worlds, when they're following a Klingon ship, I think they talk to them while they're cloaked.
Okay. Open hailing frequencies at them what? Oh, dang it, they're Romulans.
So it takes a while, but eventually the line opens, and it's the Captain Tosbor. Captain Cham, sad to say that my initial attack did not destroy your ship entirely.
Nah, we okay. Thank you for asking, though. Hey, surrender.
I must respectfully decline, Captain, but I admire your verve.
Look, I don't know what your problem is, but you can see very much you outgunned, my friend.
Which is why we'll be departing.
Where you headed?
Well, away from all your starships.
Ask them about the Gibson system.
Yeah, wait, what's in the Gibson system?
He looks a little perturbed, and the communication line goes out.
Yeah, they were heading toward the Gibson system, y'all.
If we can't catch them here, we should just go to the Gibson system and try to ambush them.
Yeah, in retrospect, I wish I hadn't have told them we were doing that. But anyway.
So the 3 ships head to the Gibson system. You come out at the edge of the system. It appears rather unremarkable. It's a binary star system, which is not terribly uncommon. A number of uninhabitable planetoids, some asteroids, and one asteroid that definitely has life signs and active technology on it.
Open fire! No, do a scan, somebody.
Who's doing a scan?
Jerry will do the scan.
Cool.
All right, so Jerry is going to use his reason and science, which is a target number 15.
Okay, difficulty 2.
Might as well spend a momentum to get an extra
We
die.
got a shitload.
Yeah, no joke.
That's a 6, 15, and a 16.
So 2 successes?
Yes, 15 and a 6.
This is not like a massive asteroid base. It's probably less than 50 people, but they're Romulans.
Open hailing frequencies at this base.
So after a while, a older Romulan woman, greetings.
Hey, Romulan, this is the Fieri. Your son's been bad. I don't know. It may not be your son, but there were some Romulans that have been shooting at Federation starships, so we need to talk about it because they were coming to visit Yule.
Well, of course I know nothing about this. We're a research outpost here in deep space.
What are you researching?
Space.
Oh, so it's okay if we come down here. You see, we have 3 ships, and you got like 50 dudes.
Well, unfortunately, we're having to seal our facility to a reactor leak. You understand.
Okay, we'll come help.
No, thank you.
We are coming. Send down the Barber Beefcake shuttlecraft immediately.
Yes, Captain. Assemble the security crew. Where's my ramp corporal?
Gary Hill, get ready.
Okay, so what's your intent here to capture this Romulan? Probably a Romulan secret base.
Oh, we're full on capturing it. Like,
Okay.
Because the Romulans, even in the Next Generation timeline, they're still like technically enemies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we were sending down, and I assume we'll coordinate with the Klingon and other Federation ship to send down.
Klingons are already launching shuttles.
Yeah, okay.
Full of dudes.
It's going to be a race.
One of them's riding it like Slim Pickens and Dr. Strangelove.
Oh yeah, the Klingons are trying to beat the Federation there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to swarm the base.
So who's leading the attack?
Dash, get him.
Yeah, Dash will be out in front.
Okay.
Redeem yourself.
He's upset.
What skill are you using here?
Is this for driving the ship?
No, this is just kind of a montage of the storming of this. I mean, you guys have overwhelming force. This is just a one roll to cover this.
All right, so I'm going to say that's control and security.
Cool.
So that's a target number 14.
That's a difficulty 2.
Hey, use that stack of momentum. Fuck it.
Fuck yeah. I'm going to spend 3 and give myself 2 die.
Yeah. And Cham commanded him, so can he assist on this?
Absolutely, that's what
Okay.
Cham does.
Cool,
So,
go for it.
Presence and command, 15. That's a 3.
Awesome. Is that does that fall into a crit?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, so
Inspiration.
part of that montage was Dash running to the dive, slapping the Klingon on the back and saying, "Come on, you want to take out some Romulans?"
Yeah, get Kabussi.
His eyes light up. Yes!
Let's become friends.
Let me get my beer.
Cool. All right, so Dash and Kabussi are buddies now.
Kabuddies.
It's just like an elementary where you
Yeah.
get into a fight with another kid and then you're friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's how relationships form.
That's life.
It's
I mean,
not. It's not.
Nothing changes past elementary school.
That's how we all got together on this podcast.
For fuck's I know. We were mortal enemies
Yep.
before.
Yeah.
We all had our own singular rival podcasts around Paducah, Kentucky, where we were playing role-playing games by ourselves.
Oh,
I was like, finally, I'm not the only one.
It sucked.
All right, so my target number is 14.
cool.
There's 2 10s, a 9, and an 8. 4 successes. So that's a
Yay.
total of 6 successes overall.
So over the period of the next half hour, Klingon and Federation shuttles breach this asteroid base. Romulan resistance is perfunctory. They're heavily outnumbered, and where are they going to go?
We've got no room for ramen on this ship. This is the ship of flavor.
Attack the noodle department immediately.
But the key point is when Dash and Kabussi storm into the command center as they're trying to destroy their data core, and Dash jump kicks the Romulan commander out of the way, and Kabussi just football tackles 3 Romulans, and then does other things. I mean, they get to medieval, but
Best left off screen.
the important thing is they recover the base's data files.
Jerry is watching all of this on a screen from the bridge, watching I'm sure they have like body cams and stuff. So he's,
Of course.
yeah. So he's watching all of this unfold and sipping a limerita, and he just looks at Cham and goes, Now that's what I call flavor.
I would just like to point out that Dash turned his body cam off.
Typical.
So in the mop up, it's determined that the Romulans pulled one of a Klingon ship that they had captured in a war years ago, refurbished it, and had deployed it here in this relative no man's land to try to disrupt relationship between the Klingons and the Federation. So they were masquerading as a Klingon bird of prey in order to build some bad blood.
Yeah, I call that, in my country, we call that road.
Yeah, Captain, because you know the one thing you can't disrupt, and that's friendship.
Bodies. You can't disrupt a body. I've been trying to tell you guys.
But of course, the Romulan Star Empire disavows all knowledge of this. All of the Romulans you captured were technically labeled as pirates. Definitely, they're not members of Romulan intelligence. And of course, the Romulans admit they have no knowledge of any Klingon bird of prey that they might or might have not have captured. But as to what happens to Captain Toss Bohr, he never shows up in Gibson's system because you told him that's where you were going to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll tell him where else I'm going to go. His house. I'm going to spank his bare butt red.
So the fight didn't get as spicy as we wanted, but maybe the real flavor was the friendships we made along the way.
Bodies.
And Dash kind of fist bumps Kabussi, but it's on his mutilated hand from when they were fighting.
Damn.
Well, so basically the Romulans ran because they had like one power left after they cloaked.
Oh, damn.
So they were not going to be able to fight much longer. So the captain decided discretion being the better part of valor. But that is the end of this arc.
I think we did great.
You guys did good, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a pretty easy episode for me.
Well, except you got captured, you got beat with a mug of beer. What else?
Yeah, somebody pointed out to us on the Discord that actually counted as an injury that should have incapacitated Dash, I think.
Yeah.
But just to add a little bit of detail there, we also didn't utilize the rule that creates a distinction between injuries and minor injuries, which is definitely what this would have been, right, Kyle?
Yeah, next time it's going to kill you.
Ultimate injury next time.
The photon beer.
No, I mean, we play so many of these.
Set phasers to beer.
Yeah, we play so many of these 2D20 games, and in quick succession with each other, like the rules really fucking blend together sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was statting up a sorcerer this morning for this. I was like,
Right.
wait, no, this is Star Trek.
Well, that one actually is a little out of place because 2D20 is very victory forward, kind of narrative first system.
Yeah, it would be interesting to know why there is that discrepancy between injuries. But overall,
I would imagine it disincentivizes like just fisticuffs and combat like that because a lot of Star Trek is generally about negotiation and
not a lot of hand-to-hand cool ninja
Yeah.
John Wick moments.
yeah, that's why Worf keeps getting his ass kicked.
Well, it's the Worf problem, right? How do you establish that your villain is dangerous? You have him beat up the toughest guy.
Yeah.
Well, hey, a lot of Patreon members were featured in this episode. Well, a number of them. I don't know about a lot.
Oh, this whole game, yeah.
Yeah, probably Star Trek is probably the most so far. Of course, it makes sense given the expanded cast.
Sure. Which is a lot of fun. I love the expanded cast part of this game.
That mechanic is super fun. I didn't get to take advantage of that this episode, but I really like that idea. Just how easy it is to kind of take over other characters and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, and now we have a medical officer, so that part's been fleshed out.
Yeah, and a new ramp corporal.
Yeah.
Gary.
Gary actually survived.
Yeah.
Technically, yeah.
Well, there was one fatality storming the Romulan base. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you to our sponsor, Barrel and Bond.
Barrel and Bond, 100 Broadway, downtown Paducah.
No throwing beers in there.
Last time I was in there, the bathroom was cloaked, so I couldn't find it, which was troubling.
Is that because it's like when you get to that level of drunk that like you know where you are, but you just have to stop and blink several seconds to reaffirm your location in the world?
Oh yeah, it's like trying to read when you're drunk, like keeping one with one eye open.
Yeah. Yeah. Nobody tell Corey that was the kitchen in the back.
I wondered why my hummus sucked.
And thank you, listener, for listening. We appreciate it. We appreciate people leaving reviews. Thanks.
Yeah, following us on social media, all that jazz. It's all appreciated. Thank you guys very much.
Yeah, we have more and more fun with every new game we play. We've even found some more new games today that sound fun as fuck.
Yeah.
And we're excited to play them.
So this is the end of this Star Trek arc, but we're gonna play Star Trek for a little while longer. At least one more expedition with the Fieri.
Yeah, it's been fun so far. We're going to play it.
But thank you for listening. I'm Kyle.
I'm Todd.
Corey.
I'm Austin.